Hi everybody, so Lisa here, and I have another project share for you. It's another one of my boxes that I've altered. This is a shoebox, and I've done another shoebox before, and I've done also the trim organizer from Gina's Designs, and they're pretty much all the same kind of design, same style, same type of trims. They've been covered in paper, they have the same knob, they have some chain on it, so it's all the same concept, but they're different colors. The trim all have some kind of peach in there, and this one I used the trim that Muriel had sent. She actually sewed these trims together and then sent me a whole bunch of it, so thank you so much, Muriel. This is the second time I'm using it. I still got this much left to hoard. And the paper, let me go on with the paper. I don't like this knob. I keep thinking it's going to come off. I might have to glue it again. So I use K & Company's Merriweather 12 by 12, and I use two designs in there to cover the outside, underneath, and on the inside. And I just use Mod Podge to do that. There is the trim. It is hitting the floor, the table actually. And I use for feet the table scatter that looks like diamonds that I had picked up at Tuesday morning. There were 4 large ones. So those are my feet. See? And that brought it up so that I could bring down my trim, which is what I've done with the other box. And then I just used some cream colored Chinese trim to trim it all off, even on the edges. I didn't go over and around. I did sand my paper down and smooth the top, and it actually just looked white, so it didn't need to go around. I do have a video. It's probably 3 parts. I haven't edited it yet, but I do have a start to finish on this, and so you can see how I did that. But anyway, then I added my knob, which I did, you know, it does go through. There is a screw. This is a Natasha Scrapbook corner knob and some metal pieces. These 3 layers of metal, there's like 2 flowers and then a filigree. Those are off of this bead landing. It's a bead landing found objects piece, and it actually had one more piece that was on there. This little flower that I couldn't use because it was too small. Doesn't want to zoom in. And then I use like a little nut inside under, you know, to kind of cover the screw. And I did put another filigree under the biggest flower just to bring it out some more, because the knob, as you can see, is a little bit loose. The screw is too long, so you have to fill in the space there or cut the screw, which I don't think that would work. Once you cut it, it's not going to screw into the knob anymore. I used a couple of filigrees from Butterbee Scraps, and what I did was I put these little, what are they called? Oh my gosh. They're brads, but they're like door knockers. See, they have, and I didn't have 6 of the same color, but I did have 2 of these and then 4 of these. So these 4 on the corners, I just bent them, and you know, I cut the brad part, the long legs or whatever they're called, and bent the round part, and then adhered it there with some hot glue. And then with these, I made a hole in the filigree first with my crocodile, and then added the little knockers, the brad feet through that, and then just attached with the links that this have, I just attached it to the little knockers so that they hang. And it goes all the way around, because all 4 corners have those little knockers, and then the center here is the one. So, and then on here, I did wrap the chain around the knob once, and then hung a metal tassel, which is the same one that I used on my first box, and that's also from Natasha Scrapbook Corner. And then you can see the inside is just finished with that cream pattern paper. So I'm going to be putting my laces, the ones that I use daily and the ones that are not, I don't have a lot of, they're just enough to fill smaller cards. I've cut these out, and I'm just going to, I probably 3 like this and use it that way and just fill this with the laces that I use on a daily basis, all my creams and whites. Okay, so here it is. I'm back. I spent last night up till 10 o'clock and just now about another, say, an hour after work today, and went and finished rewrapping all my trims, all the creams and whites that I had taken out of 2 of these containers, and saved some cards, you know, some good ones that are usable, tags, cards, and, you know, shapes that I had wrapped around. As you can see, they're all different sizes, lengths, widths. So now it's all on the same size card, which I did have to cut out 2 more of these cards, which I didn't have the same ones that I had used for the first part. So I actually had 12 by 12 chipboard that's actually made of the same thing. It even feels exactly the same. So I was able to cut, I think, was it 2 or 3? I think just 2 more that I needed. It was like for maybe this row here. I had 24 cards, so 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, maybe 30 something, close to 40 cards in here already. See how nice and neat? I am so excited about how neat and organized that is. Oh my gosh. I still need to work on my colored ribbons and laces. Not ribbons, but just the laces. But I don't think I'll be able to do another box because I don't have any more space for it, unless, you know, something has to go for me to put this in another spot. So there's the front, and this is going to be my front again because of the space that I'm using. And what I like about using the shoebox is I have, you know, some give here, so I really squish these in to make sure they all fit, but you have that give, so you can actually still flip through your trims. And I did have to do 3 rows this way, and then at the end I just added a couple that had these. I actually had 3 spools from AC Moore that were laying around and needed to get unwound and put on the cards, so I did this and it came out nice and flat. I really, you know, stretched it and made it flat so it wouldn't be so wide, and I was able to do that. So there's these 2, and somewhere, I think here is the 3rd one that I put upside down. This is the 3rd one from AC Moore, and then this is I forgot where that's from, but anyway. So that's just to fill the hole, plus, you know, I needed that little extra space for the extra ones. And you can see the bottom there. And everything is pretty snug. And it's better if you go upside down. So I'm super excited about this organization now, that I could just pick out things. And I have all kinds of laces in here and trims. I even have back here, and there's another one somewhere. These are the Tim Holtz trims. So there's 2 on there, and there's 1 more somewhere, I think, on one of these cards. I took them off because I had those in the same container. And I still have these. These were not supposed to be in there, but they were thrown in there, see, so I had to put them separately so they can get put in the right container. But that container has to get organized because there's tons. That container has pinks and reds, so, and peach, I think. And then these are the ones from Tim Holtz, and I did take out the seam binding. I have my seam binding in another spot and redid that. I have a container with these kinds of trims, so I'm gonna, you know, redo these 3. These were the last 3 Tim Holtz trims that I have, and now I just threw everything in here, but I had a little baggie with my cream trims that had all the little bits and pieces that are left over, you know, the little snippets. So I'm going to use this basket, I'm just going to remove this. This is the second one. The first one I used and altered for an Easter swap with, who was it? Jessica, I think. So anyway, what I'm going to do is throw things that you just cannot wind on those, you know, and then they're just little scraps of lace and trim. So this is what I'm going to, I just put this square doily that somebody gave me and I threw it in there. I'm just going to switch this out with maybe something like this. I don't know. So I'll just do that. And these are just pieces that I had left over that I just threw in for now. And, you know, until I can get to this, it's just going to sit over here in the corner. So, yeah. Here it is with just a simple shoebox. My finished project and storage piece. I think I like doing utilitarian pieces more than anything else because at least I know I'm going to be using it. It's not something just sitting there to collect dust. So this one's definitely going to get used. And my other trim organizer from Gina's, that is getting used. That has the wider. Let me bring it out real quick so you can look at it again. This one has the fancy trims. You know, and the wider ones. So, and this is pretty full already. But as you can see, everything. I'll bring the third one so you can see it. Hold on. That one's heavy though, because this has stamps. Okay. Woo, Lord. So there's my 3 boxes. I don't know if you can see, but how they're all similar. This one doesn't even have feet because this is the one that I use using my husband's shoebox, and it was very tall this way, so it actually doesn't have any feet. This one I put feet on, and this one I put feet on, but this one's the tallest one. So, and they all have some kind of a chain or something. This one has the similar chain as what I did here. So there you go. There's my 3 storage pieces, 2 for lace and 1 for now I'm using for my stamps. I did have something else in here when I first created this, but, and again, what I like is that there's give here, so I actually am cramming like extra stamps there, and it really works out nicely. And then this is just beautiful for you know, your really fancy trims you might be hoarding, or wider trims. So I really love that. And you can paper your cards. I didn't paper these because I knew it was going to be so much in here. So anyway, this is really exciting for me. I think I like this kind of project more than anything else. And reorganizing, to me, I think I'd rather reorganize than craft sometimes. It's like, you know, going through all your stuff. I didn't realize how many trims I had. It was like, wow. And the majority of these trims, maybe 80% of these trims, were given to me. So that's like, wow, look at how lucky I am. I didn't buy every single one of these. I only bought some of them. So it's amazing. Even the ones that are on here. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope that I can get the start to finish on this particular one here edited right. I can't post it the way it is right now. It's a big old mess, and it's in like 4 different parts. It's probably going to be a couple of hours, so I want to cut back. There's a lot that you don't even need to see. It's just, you know, the basics. So hope to get that. I can't promise you that I'll have it up because, again, it's going to be hard to edit this. But at least you get to see it beforehand, and if you wanted to watch the start to finish, I hope to have that hopefully by tomorrow. I'll just work on it from now on through the night while I'm watching something else. So, okay. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.